Across the long sweep of time, humanity has carried wisdom like a flame, bright, beautiful, but always vulnerable to the winds of forgetting. Civilisations rise like great suns, casting their light across the world. Languages shift, evolving from one form to another, until their origins are nearly lost. Dreams are written down, carved into stone, painted onto walls, and then, with the turning of ages, they are erased. What truly endures, what survives the decay of empires and the fading of ink, is never guaranteed by stone tablets or ancient scrolls. It's held in something far more resilient, yet far more fragile, the hearts that remember. And so the ancients wondered, not only how wisdom survives, but why humanity forgets it all. This is the story of that forgetting, and the strange, beautiful truth that lies beneath it. The world does not move in straight lines. Modern time is linear. Ancient time was rhythmic. In the ancient Vedic vision, time is a great turning, a rhythm, a wheel, a cycle of ages. These ages are called Yugas: Satya, Treta, Dvāpara, Kali, and returning again to Satya, times of clarity and times of forgetting, times when wisdom rises like dawn, and times when it disappears like footsteps swallowed by the sand. The sages describe this not as myth, but as observation, the inner state of humanity changing in vast repeating seasons. Memory brightens, memory dims, insight expands, insight contracts. Just as summer cannot cling to its warmth, no age can cling to its clarity. Seasons of human consciousness. In Satya Yuga, truth shines like midday sun. Through Treta and Dvāpara, clarity softens. And in Kali Yuga, the age we know, the world grows loud, the mind grows restless, and deeper truths are easily forgotten. Not because truth disappears, but because our capacity to hold it changes with the turning of the cycle. Just as winter does not erase spring, Kali does not destroy wisdom. It simply buries it beneath the noise of the age until clarity returns. Forgetting is not failure. It is part of being human. We forget because the mind is restless. We forget because life becomes loud. We forget because ego builds layers over what the heart once knew. But we also forget because forgetting has always been woven into the rhythm of time. As ages shift, attention shifts, awareness softens, stillness becomes rare, and truth becomes something we walk past without recognizing. Sometimes wisdom disappears because teachers disappear, sometimes because their students did, sometimes because entire worlds changed and the knowledge no longer had a home. But most often, we forget simply because we stop listening. The quieter truths of life hide themselves from a noisy mind. Knowledge preserved in sound. The ancients believed something profound. That sound is closer to truth than text. That vibration is closer than symbol. That memory carried in the breath is more alive than memory carried in the page. In this vision, knowledge is not a possession. It is a resonance, a frequency that must be embodied to be preserved, a wisdom that lives in consciousness before it ever appears in words. When humanity forgets, the sound fades, but the source does not. A forgotten truth is never gone. It waits for the mind to become still enough to hear it again, the same way a song remains a song even when no one is singing. Wisdom returns across ages. This is why the ancients said knowledge is never truly lost, only forgotten. Truth returns to any mind still enough to hear it. This is why different ages produce the same insight in different forms. A sage in the forest, a scientist in the lab, a poet in solitude, all rediscover what silence reveals. The rishis heard truth in meditation. Jung found the same archetypes in dreams. Da Vinci found it in observation. Einstein found it in wonder. Lao Tzu found it in stillness. It is the same river appearing again and again in different landscapes. Not because the knowledge travels, but because the mind awakens to it. Nothing essential is ever lost. So the question is not, why did humanity lose so much? The deeper question is, how does so much return? And the answer is simple: because truth is patient. because consciousness remembers what the mind forgets, because silence keeps what history cannot. In the heart of every age there are those who listen, those who rediscover, those who recognize a wisdom that feels ancient even the first time they hear it. What vanishes in form remains in essence. What dissolves in memory remains in consciousness. What disappears in text remains alive in truth. Nothing essential can ever truly be lost. The turning of ages. We are part of a long, unfolding rhythm. Forgetting, remembering, forgetting again. A cosmic breathing of wisdom itself. And perhaps humanity forgets so that rediscovery can become a form of wonder. Perhaps truth hides so that we can learn how to see again. Perhaps wisdom sleeps so that each generation might awaken it anew. Across the sweep of ages, one flame continues, past, rekindled, forgotten, rediscovered, yet never extinguished. For the knowledge that matters most does not live in books or monuments or even memory. It lives in consciousness. It lives in silence. It lives in the heart that is ready to remember. Thank you for journeying with me.